Want to increase your sex appeal just a little bit? Just be a sexy stud in women's eyes? Well, here are a couple surprising things that women, you're probably going to be like, Jose, that doesn't work. But it's true. Women actually find these things very sexy in men. One of them is a man that takes care of himself. Anything from style to personal hygiene. A man that actually has this straight is extremely sexy to women for two reasons. One, it shows that you're not a lazy slob. And two, it actually makes you look better. It makes you look more attractive. It makes you look handsome. For example, take something like skin, a skincare routine, something that a lot of men decide to ignore just because it's not manly enough. On one hand, you can have a guy with dry skin, a lot of acne, an oily face, just because he doesn't take care of his skin. And then on the other hand, you have a guy that actually takes care of his skin, somebody that washes it daily to remove the dirt and avoid acne and walking around with a lot of pimples, or that moisturizes on a consistent basis to keep it smooth, to keep it wrinkle-free, and keeps his oily skin in check. That little hygiene step has a huge dramatic difference, and of course, you can see why one is more sexy, more appealing than the other. But don't overthink things. It's not as complicated as it seems. I've done a couple videos already showing you a proper skincare routine specifically for men, which I'm gonna have linked down below. But a company that I recommend is called Tiege Hanley. And the reason for this is because it's a skincare brand specifically for men, and it's super simplified. And the price point is insane. It's perfect for everyone. For around $25, you get 4 items, and these are the basic items that you need to keep your skin in check and to look sexier for women. For example, you'll have a wash. You want to use this every day to wash away the dirt, to wash away that oil. That way you're not walking around oily, and you reduce your breakouts and your pimples. You have a scrub. This keeps your face nice and smooth, and you kind of just remove that surface layer of your skin. And finally, something that a lot of men don't like to do, moisturize. You moisturize to keep your skin rejuvenated and keep it glowing. And like I said, for only around $25, they ship all that stuff to your door. I'm gonna have them linked below with a $5 discount code, so it's gonna be even cheaper, so you guys can check it out. But I'm telling you, keeping your skin on check, just having good personal hygiene, good personal style, one of the best ways to just appear sexier to women. The second thing is your listening ability. See, women are complicated in a lot of areas, and I understand that, and as probably a lot of you have already experienced that yourself. But in others, I hate to say it, they're actually very simple, and it's really the small things. And just listening her out, knowing how she orders her favorite latte or what's her favorite movie, being able to even call out her favorite things that simple can instantly make you look sexier than the average guy. A guy that just cares about himself, doesn't really listen to her. So just remember the little things, pay attention, and I'm telling you, she's gonna love you 10 times more for it. Another thing that women really find sexy in guys is a manly voice. Now notice that I didn't say a deep voice, because that's kind of a no-brainer. But the problem with the deep voice, which is obviously sexy, is that a lot of us don't have it. And it's not something you really can produce. And talking in a deep tone like this, not only is it fake, but also it'll probably get tiring you using a fake voice. But having a manly voice is something different. This is a voice that it has projection, that is clear. Having a manly voice can definitely be more sexy to women because you look more confident. Having a shy and lower tone voice definitely is not as sexy as having a manlier voice. The next thing women really like in men, vascularity. Now, if you've never heard this term before, this is in bodybuilding. It's essentially when you have highly visible and prominent superficial veins. And this is usually due to the fact that you have low body fat and you probably train a lot, which gives you really strong and prominent muscle definition. But there's always a balance, like everything else in life, and taking it a little bit too to the extreme is actually kind of seen unpleasant for women. So it's kind of that balance. So having a little bit of vascularity is something women really find sexy, but just don't take it too to the extreme, because then it's kind of counterintuitive. So keep that in mind. You also want to humor them. Having a good sense of humor is probably one of the sexiest traits, and I can guarantee you women will agree with me on this one. a man can have. Laughter is pretty much good for almost any situation. If you're sad, laughter helps. If you're happy, laughter helps. So if you can make her laugh and feel good, she'll pretty much think you're the sexiest man alive in her eyes, and that's what you want. And finally, the last thing that women really find sexy in men is a man that loves his best friend. And by that, I mean his dog. Now don't ask me why, but for some reason, when women see men just being goofy and cuddly and just friendly with their dog, it instantly makes them look sexier. My theory is that it's some weird or distant way of her picturing how you're gonna be if you're ever a father with her. So it's probably like something subconscious, but women love when guys are friendly with animals. All right, guys, so that's it for me in this week's video. I hope that helped you increase your sexual appeal. If it did, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Also, I'm gonna have Tish Hanley, the link down below. Keep in mind that they also offer a $35 and a $45 package that comes with a super serum or an eye cream. So I'm gonna have all that linked down below so you guys can check it out. That's it for me today. See you next time.